avoid legal snags by telling people that they're being recorded. Okay, well, I have to let you know because I just got the fucking notification. You're being recorded, Val, just to let you know. So
Wait a minute. So what you're saying is we're being recorded.
yeah. And I just want you to let you know so there won't be any illegal things going on. But
Scheduled for
um
one recording.
yeah, I know. I know my FBI man, he probably is sick of seeing my face all day. 'Cause
Dude,
I'm
I'm
all
saying.
yeah. So he's probably like, dude, this dude don't have no fucking life. But
No, and some fuckers all, oh, this is Val Capone? Yeah, no, she's not even interesting. She's super dorky and hella lame.
I'm
But
pretty
damn, she knows
sure
a lot of people.
I'm pretty sure your FBI guy knows you.
Yeah,
I'm pretty sure
twice.
he does, yeah. So I guess we're on episode 65 or 66.
Boop,
Yeah, that's right. Yeah, that's right. I'm supposed to blank it out. We're on episode 60. Boop.
boop.
I don't even got my fucking soundboard up, but that's okay. Um on the fucking Clash of Champions pay-per-view just ended. Val's drunk. I'm kind of
Wasted, not
she's
even drunk.
wasted.
Like Flabongo, did you get that video?
Yes, I
Woof.
did. Like I said, and
All right.
I'm already dreading the Malort thing that you're gonna put together. So, and I know I'm
No, like I feel really good that I beat every guy in the bar, including the dude that has like the records. I still beat him.
Val, you beat every dude in every bar, especially the ones like when we go to Nice and we all have drinks and stuff. Of course you're opening up bottles of beers with your teeth and like all types of
I don't
shit.
know what you're talking about.
No one can fuck with you in the bar, Val. So,
That's cool. That's
and at
cool.
the diner too because you ate those sandwiches that they had there.
Oh,
And
I used to eat them.
yeah,
I
yeah,
can't
just
eat them anymore. But I
yeah.
used to eat the slingers, and I ate two in one sitting. And it's like two hamburger patties on top of like 12 pancakes on top of hash browns. And I don't even know. I don't even know.
You know
But
what? I
they like
gotta try
print,
that.
dude, they print you out a certificate. And I printed out two of them in one day because I ate two. And man, the person I was dating at the time was like, I don't know, dude, you're amazing. Like, was sitting there right with me, just watching me like maximum carnage this shit.
Yeah.
And I was like, hey, tall dad, guess what I did? I ate two slingers. And he was like, hey, I'm real proud of you, kiddo. So for like about a decade, he had both of the certificates on his refrigerator. Like I just won the school talent show again,
That's
or
cool.
like the science fair or whatever. Like this fucker had him on his fridge for like a decade. I was already into my 20s. He had him on until I was into my 30s. Like
Oh
what?
wow.
Yeah.
Hey, but that's a big accomplishment. And now
Also,
and now I'm like, I'm craving going to that diner because I'm kind of still upset to this day. I left my
oh,
French
that you
toast at
left
your
your
house.
shit in my house.
Yes, yes. I'm still upset. It was so fucking good. And I know that's been like 2, 3 months, but I still think about that food. And like, I was so mad I was in my lift and I'm like, fuck, I left the French toast. And like, you know what? That's
Yeah,
all
you
right.
fucked up. I'm pretty sure
That's all
Tall
right.
Dad probably ate it.
Yeah, you
Like you
probably
left
ate
it in
it.
the downstairs. Tall Dad could smell it. He was like, yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. So, but yeah, I'm gonna have to try that one day. But, I guess we have like all this wrestling shit going on. Like I said, we're both kind of, well, she's wasted. I'm getting there.
Wasted.
You
Wasted.
know,
I did a flamingo. Like it's a flamingo with the legs cut off and they pour beer into it and you have to do it like a bong. Oh
hmm
yeah. Yeah. And I did
see,
natter days. That's embarrassing. I'm fired. Can I fire me? I'm fired.
see, I got a perfect idea because those are called the flambangos. You should make a fandango one, but have a like fandango shaped thing and just fill
Yeah,
it up
I'm
with
in.
Malort.
I'm
Yeah.
in. Oh my
Wi-
God. Malort Dongo. I'm so in.
Yeah, and we can do that for the pay-per-views now that they're being hosted at the other spot. So,
At the Rambler. Yeah.
and the Ram.
So anyway, the Rambler is this Rambler because I'm from Chicago.
Mm-hmm.
So the Rambler is like the brother sister bar to the Greystone, which is the bar right next door to Nice.
Mm-hmm.
And Greystone is where we used to go to watch pay-per-views because we have football and other sports and nerdery
Right.
and awesome at Nice on Sunday nights, right? So
Right.
we go next door to Greystone and they like to maybe skirt the rules slightly and put the pay-per-views on. And so now Greystone opened up another bar, which is just down the street from where I live and also across the block from where I used to live, which is kind of crazy. And I guess they're going to be hosting pay-per-views. So I feel like we're going to have a lot of watch parties there. So I feel like any pay-per-view that I'm not physically at, I'm
Yeah,
going to be there.
that's gonna be sick. And like I said, that's cool. Like you can have a spot to go to and shit. Because
Hmm.
sometimes it's kind of dope to watch these events with other people and get wasted at the same time.
Well, we had my BFF Vinnie Mac, like he was there and he was just shaking his head. He was like, dude, no, don't Flambango. And I was like, the fuck? Film this, dude. I
Oh
was like,
man,
send this to Patrick and Shaggy. And I sent it to our
yes,
like private group chat, but I feel like I should have sent it out to the world because I beat all the dudes. I beat the
yes, you
two dudes
did.
that were like, they were like, all right, well, we have three flamingos. So out of everybody that's in the bar, all right, it's going to be three people that are going to do this. And I was like, well, clearly I'm the only lady dude. So that's cool. And I fucking killed them, right? It was awesome.
Yes,
I was wearing my Charlotte Flair versus the world shirt and a sports bra, and I still won.
that is dope. Yeah, I saw the video. And we're not going to put it up anywhere because I know some neckbeard will probably get extremely horny because the one guy said that you were wet between your legs, but that was because you spilled some of the
I
drink.
did. I
Yes.
did.
So we
I
don't
spilled
want,
the
yeah.
natter days on my crotch.
Yes, 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 yes. So yeah, so that was cool and stuff like that. So we're drunk and we're doing this you know,
Wasted.
yeah, we're doing this wasted. So yeah, so I guess we'll start with the news. Let's just get the bad shit out the way,
Okay.
and then
All
we can
right.
start with all the good stuff.
You decide what's bad. I'll tell you what's good.
Um, well, bad is fucking Big Cass.
Oh, woof.
All right, now before
Jesus
I
fuck. Can I
start,
say that? Jesus fuck. Jesus
yes,
fuck. Jesus fuck.
before I start, I will not be cracking any jokes on Big Cass because I think this is a very serious situation. And I remember watching his one video that he put out with him, like talking about mental health, and
Mm-hmm.
it looked like he was getting in shape. He even came out not that long ago, said, hell, he would even go back to the WWE without Enzo, if that was the point, or, if
Right.
that would be.
Right.
But um, apparently, there was an incident Friday
Dude,
that,
pet buck. Knocked him the
yeah,
fuck out.
yeah, that's the word. Pat Buck knocked him out, and Big Cass threatened to kill not only Joey Janela but a couple other people in the fucking locker room, and because he thought that they stole his gear,
Right.
and yeah, it was really wild.
Something's not right. And I hope he's okay. Like, I don't mean to laugh. I don't mean to mock. That's not
Yeah,
nice. I'm sorry. That's the Natter days. I apologize. And also the Malort. I apologize twice. Like, when I first heard this, I was like, oh, this poor human. Oh no, he's going through such hell. Like, what the fuck? Like,
yeah,
I get
yeah,
it. I get it. I love wrestling. I get it. I get it. But something's not right, Patrick. Something's not right. Like, not okay.
yeah, yeah. I don't know what's going on. Like I said, just watching his little thing that he put on YouTube and was he was really in a dark space. I don't know what made him go back to that because obviously we don't have a 24
Right.
hour access to him, but he seemed like it was very like in good, in a good space. But as I know with depression, people
Yeah.
smile and laugh a lot and you just
Yeah, and you
never
act
know.
like everything's okay.
Yeah.
And I mean, I can speak from experience. I feel like you can probably speak from experience. You're like, yeah, everything's cool. And look at me, happy, hunky dory, you know? But on
Yeah.
the inside, you're like, fuck the world, push them all off a shelf? Also, can I put them all on fire? Like, I mean,
Yeah.
it happens. Like,
Yeah.
but
It,
you can't act out on people like he did. Like, you have to understand that. Mm, I mean, it's hard, though. It's hard when you struggle with mental health. Like, what do you do?
yeah. Yeah,
Ugh,
for sure. Yeah. So, I hope that someone reach out and help him out. And I know Joey Janela went to Twitter and said, "Hey, I hope he gets help." Like he didn't say anything
yeah,
super
for sure.
crazy. Yeah, so that
No
was really nice.
animosity. This
Yeah.
is why Joey Janela, not just because he likes White Claw, but also because he's good humans.
Yeah.
Well, he was like, hey, man, I hope he gets help because that's what's essential. Like, we could sit here and talk about how fucked up it is, but how fucked up is it that that's what he thought was his reality and he didn't know any different? And it just got so intense. Like, did you see
Yeah.
that video of him sitting on the curb?
Yeah, yeah, I saw that. Yeah.
Ugh,
And
that was like heartbreaking, even
y-
with his, like, listen, as a half gay, half Jew, like, who has chronic health issues that are going to kill her, the last thing I want to do is support somebody that is like an avid and open Trump supporter.
yeah, that's true. Yeah. But
However,
yeah,
however,
but
he is a human being in need. And just watching him struggle and talking to the cops, I was like, oh, this is awful.
yeah, so I do hope that Big Cass or Cass XL, Colin Cassidy, whatever name he's going by nowadays, I hope that he gets professional help, and I hope to see him back in the
Yes.
ring. I wouldn't mind
Yeah.
seeing him back in NXT or WWE or AEW or Ring of Honor or New Japan somewhere, or freelance
No.
somewhere,
No, I'm
yeah,
sorry.
okay.
I'm sorry. No,
Okay.
no.
Well, no,
That's where I have
no
to
to
cut you off.
freelance.
Although I
Okay.
love how supportive you are.
Yeah, like I said, I'm all about freelance. I love freelance, Matt Nix and all those guys over there. My buddy, Mr. Eye Candy Elliott, what's up? You know,
Yeah, he's
so
a shit.
yeah, so
He's like, I don't know who's gonna face him. Oh, we're gonna talk about that
yeah,
later.
we'll talk about it. Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Yeah,
Okay, so that was the bad, but I don't
right,
know the if to qualify this as bad or good. Impact is moving. Networks, I guess they were bought out or something
right.
like that. Can you elaborate a little bit more because I only know just little bits of it?
All right, super drunk, but I'm still gonna say, first off, Impact is looking to buy Ring of Honor, which is like crazy and crazy awesome.
Yeah.
Because Ring of Honor is such a fantastic promotion. But
Mm,
when the Bullet Club had their mass exodus, like the Bullet Club, meaning being the elite, had
yeah,
their mass exodus, it really fucked Ring of Honor. And not in the good Las
definitely.
Vegas way,
Yeah,
you know? But also
definitely.
good for those dudes and ladies to like step up and do something different.
Yeah,
So attendance numbers have dropped significantly, like
yeah, for sure.
merchandise numbers, significant drop. So
Hmm.
Impact was looking to buy Ring of Honor.
That,
But in addition to that, Impact was bought up by Anthem, which means that they're going to be moving to Access TV starting
mhm.
October 21st.
Okay.
As of October 21st, excuse me. So right after the War of Worlds, or no, I'm sorry, that's Bound for Glory. See, drop.
Yeah.
Oof.
No, you
Listen to me.
good. No, you're good.
Woof. Pretend I can read. So October 20th is Bound for Glory. By the way, if you want to watch it at home, $39.99. But if you want to meet some of your very favorite wrestle heroes, um, Pro Wrestling Tees is hosting a Bound for Glory weekend fan event for 120 bucks.
Mm-hmm.
You get a signed 8x10 or a personal item of your choosing by every single wrestler slash tag team, plus an exclusive tee that you can only get at this event. That's on October 19th from 11 a.m. to 1 p.m.
Hmm.
Tessa, Rhino, uh, Brian Cage, Melissa Santos, Sammy Callahan, Rosemary, Jordan Grace, and the North, who are their current tag team champions, Ethan Page and Josh Alexander.
Hmm.
Anyway, so just a little aside. If you want to be like a super awesome mark, you can have a little fan experience at Pro Wrestling Tees.
So that's
But
dope.
yeah, yeah,
Yeah.
super cool. But like what's crazy is like Access airs New Japan and also WOW, which is Women of Wrestling.
Mm-hmm.
And the New Japan contract ends with Access in like January of 2021.
Uh-huh.
So it's going to be interesting to see what they do because they've partnered with New Japan since 2014. And all of a sudden they're like, hey, Impact, come on board. Oh, yeah, we have this really super successful Women of Wrestling, which like the current champion is Tessa Blanchard. And it's funny because we are such proponents of Eye Candy Elliott, but Women of Wrestling's Eye Candy, that's one of the super positive news things I can bring up. Well, she's actually known
Mm-hmm.
as Willow Nightingale. She wrestles as Eye Candy on the Women of Wrestling. She is healthy after a broken neck.
Oh,
And
yeah, dude, that is
did you see
so.
that when I sent that to
Yeah.
you?
Yeah,
Yeah.
that is incredible.
Willow is like one of the best wrestlers. She is the girl with the power. Like she is wonderful. She's a babe with the power, actually. Like she's so good. But she wrestles under Women of Wrestling as Eye Candy, and she's
Uh-huh.
just positive and technicolor and awesome. And unfortunately, she broke her neck, but she took her time off. She did a rehab, and she's returned to wrestling. So we're gonna see her
Yeah,
back in Chicago in November at Shimmer.
that is
So it's all,
amazing.
yeah,
That
it's
is
all
that
kind
is
of a bit of a cluster blur right there. Impact, Shimmer, Wow, New Japan, a whole lot of stuff's going on. Yeah. So Impact's trying to buy Ring of Honor. We'll see what happens. But also, do you know who Moth Martina is? Are you
Yes, I
familiar with
do.
her?
Yes, I am familiar.
Moth from the Flats.
I am familiar.
Yeah. So are you familiar with her campaign to get John Cena to follow her? Because he suddenly started following all these indie wrestlers.
Well, yeah, I didn't know that she had a campaign for that, but I did notice that he took the bait.
Yeah. It took like a month ish question mark,
Hmm.
but it took a while. She's like one of the I mean, he's not following me, but I don't actually wrestle. She's actually a wrestler. I just talk about wrestling.
Hmm.
But
Hmm.
but yeah, so she just got followed by John Cena and also got signed to Ring of Honor. So it'll be interesting to see what happens to her. Like, is she going to end up on Impact? I mean, how's that going to work? Patrick,
I
tell
don't
me,
I I
please.
don't know. There's a lot of things that I just don't know. Just like some of the wrestlers didn't know that they were being bought. According to
Yeah.
TJP, he said that was, he found out when it was announced, like on Twitter, like there was no meeting, no, hey, this might happen. It was just like it just happened. So I hope that doesn't mess up anything. I know like Impact, we're going through like some shit with Killer Cross,
Hmm.
and
Oh, yeah, dude. There's like a whole free Killer Cross campaign.
yeah.
And he was
So
just on the Warrior Wrestling show, and he is fucking awesome. He
yeah,
is
yeah.
such a seriously good talent.
I'm a fan of his, and
Same.
it sucks that he's going through what he's going through right now, but
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure they'll get it all figured out and stuff like that.
Hashtag free Killer Cross.
Yeah, and we'll see him in man, I would love to see really I would like to see him in NXT. I would love to
I
see
was
him
just
there.
gonna say that.
Yeah.
I mean, I honestly I feel like over AEW because there's so much going on at AEW, and if you keep adding talent and you don't
Yeah.
like expand upon the talent you already have, plus they're so new, like
Yeah.
I just feel like focus on the dudes and ladies and the ladies and the dudes that you got with you, and
Mm-hmm.
then you'll continue to flourish. But I feel like Killer Cross is such a significant talent and such an established talent that
Yeah.
he needs to be with an established brand. And I think NXT would be great for him. I mean, I hope so.
Yeah, I
I
hope
don't know.
so
I
too.
just I just want to see good things happen for that guy because
Yeah, for
fuck, he
real.
is so good.
He's really good. He's really good. And
He's
I do
really
like
good.
what's his name too? He was on Warrior Wrestling. Warlow. Yeah,
Wardlow.
yeah. Like he
Oh,
was really
can we
good
talk
too.
about Wardlow for a second? Okay.
Yeah, sure.
Nicest fucking dude. Like, all right, super drunk. So sorry, but I would tell you this if I was stone cold sober.
Hmm.
Nicest fucking guy that I could ever hope to work with. Super sincere, so genuine. He's like, hey, Val, yeah, no, let me make some time to cut a promo with you. He's always happy to see me. Like, as soon as I'm like, hey, Wardlow, he's like, hey, Val. Like, what?
Oh
Nicest,
man.
most humble guy, super appreciative. And I straight up, this is how you know I'm drunk because I don't like to talk about behind the scenes.
Yeah.
But I straight up was like, hey man, I heard some rumors. I know you can't confirm them, but if they're true, I'm super fucking stoked for you. And he just looked at me and he smiled super big. And you could just feel it. And I was like, all right, so basically I just have to wait for Twitter to tell me. And he
Right.
just continued to smile. And I was like, man, can I tell you straight away, I am so proud of and so stoked for you. Because this dude works really fucking hard. And he
Yeah.
is such a nice guy. I mean, he'll rip your spine out, but
Yeah.
he is such a nice guy. And he's like, you know, when they talk about like Vince McMahon's ideal for wrestling,
Oh yeah,
like,
big sweaty man.
yeah, but he's like beyond that because he's actually like cordial and
Yeah.
nice and he's like super dorky in the most creative ways. Yeah, fucking Wardlow. So
Yeah.
stoked for him. Like, straight up, I was just like, hey, I heard some rumors and I know it's probably inappropriate to ask, but, and you probably can't say anything, but either way, I'm super stoked for and super proud of you. And he just was like smiling super big. And then the very next day, I saw his post and I was like, let me blast this everywhere because this guy is amazing.
That is dope, man. I really like Wardrobe. Warlow. I
Yeah.
said Wardrobe. What
Wardlow is
hey, that's the
so,
liquor talking right now. Holy
yeah,
shit. But
alcoholic. It's cool. Yeah.
yeah. So yeah. So we had that, and I guess the good is NXT. You know, of course, they're making their debut coming up real shortly. But something else that's I think is going to be really dope is Worlds Collide will will be replacing NXT Takeover. Is that during Royal Rumble weekend? I think.
Yeah, but here's the thing is like that's gonna replace the Saturday NXT takeover. But NXT is still gonna probably happen on Friday. Like there's gotta
Mm.
be something because they're gonna be on USA Network, which by the way, I don't know that we've discussed yet too much,
Hmm.
but NXT is gonna make its USA Network debut this week on
Yeah,
Wednesday.
that's crazy. Yeah,
Like, what? You don't even need the network. All the people that are like, fuck you, blood in the sand, are going to be so stoked
yeah,
because they're going to be on the network. Like
yeah.
2 hours every single Wednesday.
I'm a little skeptical
Hesitant?
about about what 2 hours of NXT. I always thought an hour was really good, but then I
Can I just
started
watch
think,
Shayna Baszler all the time?
oh, if I can see what's her name, oh man, I don't want to butcher her name. She's Chinese. And she always posts her pictures on Twitter and the hashtag like spicy. Uh, th- uh, Zia Lee or
Oh,
something like
yeah,
that.
yeah, Xia Li.
Zia Lee. Oh my God, I can watch
If
her
I could watch
all day.
her and the Street Profits and Shayna Baszler, like Candice LeRae coming into her own, like what's not to like? Like
Yeah,
NXT only being an hour is not even fair. Granted,
yeah,
it always leaves us wanting more, but think about it. Think about how many talented motherfuckers are there.
yeah.
Like,
I'm about
never
to say
mind, you
yeah.
have Mia Yim and fucking Keith Lee,
Keith
Matt
Lee, yeah.
Riddle, like Shayna Baszler. I mean,
Damian
by the way,
Priest,
can we
yeah.
talk about my future ex-wife coming to NXT? Can we talk
Yes,
about her?
yes, we can. Yes, yes, we can.
Rhea ripped my fucking heart out. Rhea Ripley. Like,
Yeah.
sorry. Ooh, I'm gonna have a hard time
I'm about to
between
say
her
so.
and
Yeah, I'm
Shayna
about to say
Baszler.
yeah. I was gonna ask you like, who are you gonna be pulling for? That's like that's a triangle right there. Like,
it's gonna be hard being me. I mean, it already is, but like, woof. Like Shayna Baszler versus Rhea Ripley. I'm not leaving the house for at least 2 weeks because I'm gonna be like emotionally distraught.
holy shit. Yeah, I can't wait for that. I like that they're building it up now, so
Yeah.
that's like super dope.
Oh,
Um, so yeah, like you said, I was
and Dakota
skeptical.
Kai is coming
Dakota
back.
Kai is coming back, yeah, from her
Oh,
injury.
super
Yeah.
excited.
So yeah, I guess 2 hours would be good. Like I said, they have a whole farm of people. Wait a minute. That's not racist. Yeah, they have a whole.
No, it's a farm team. Farm
Yeah.
team.
Okay,
Yeah.
they have a whole performance center full of up and coming guys, and a lot of people
Yeah.
that's been there for years that really haven't had the time to shine. People
Yeah,
that I
and
can
like
think of.
Jordan Miles and
Yeah.
whatever the
Oh
fuck
man.
Shane Strickland's name is now. Like Cameron,
Isaiah
whatever the
Scott
fuck.
or something like
Yeah,
that,
Isaiah Scott
or
and what's Cameron
Cameron
Jesus.
Giles.
Trevor Lee. I don't give a fuck.
Beverly, yeah,
Cameron Grimes. Cameron
yeah,
Grimes.
that's what it is. Yeah, Cameron
Like
Grimes.
there's so many dudes and ladies that like we don't even know that much about.
Yeah,
I mean, jerks like me know about them, but like the general population don't even know about them, and they are so fucking good. Plus, like people like Cassius Ono that are like drifting in space.
yeah,
You know what I mean? Like
yeah, and I
so
forgot the
many people.
the cruiserweights are coming over to NXT as well because now 205
That's a
is.
big rumor. That's a big rumor.
Yeah, so yeah, I don't know. Yeah, I didn't hear that from Dave Meltzer, old ass, but um, that's definitely the rumor. And if that is the case, I think 205 had served its purpose. But if it gets moved over to NXT, I think that's great for those guys because they got a lot of talented people over there. Like I was always a
Dude.
big fan of Jack Gallagher and some of the other guys over there as well. Even Lucha House Party as well. Even though I think
Yeah.
I'm tired of them playing the fucking racist stereotype, fucking pinatas and shit. But
I mean,
it
okay, so here's the deal because um this is just me speaking
yeah
aside and also intoxicated.
yeah
But at Warrior at the last show, where by the way, did I mention I got to interview Mick Foley because holy living fuck, I got to
yes
interview Mick Foley. But at Warrior, we had a lot of lucha talent, and I was
hmm
walking about the crowd in between me having to work backstage doing cutting promos with people, and there was a lot of awesome Latino families that had like drums and noisemakers, and they all had lucha masks on. Like
oh
they were
yeah.
super, super into it. So I don't think it's like, I mean, it's hard for me because I'm like, I don't think it's racist stereotype
Well, it's
because I
it's
see those families that are at our shows for
yeah
the lucha matches, and they get so into it, and
yeah
they're
that
like literally there was a whole drum section in the audience that was just people that brought their own drums. But I also can
it.
see why people would be like, dude, this is racist because it's not just like about pinatas.
Right,
You know what
yeah,
I
like
mean?
yeah. See, I think in the couple times I've been to Warrior Wrestling, there's always a big Hispanic turnout there, and
Yeah,
they
it's cool
and
as
they
fuck.
and they fucking support
And
like
they get
crazy.
loud.
Not just the Lucha Libre guys, but like everyone.
Everybody.
They're really good at that. My thing is with Lucha House Party, it's like why did they gotta come out to the ring with pinatas? Like
Right. That's a
and
little
that's the
fucked
only
up.
thing. Yeah, that's the only thing that I didn't like about it. But I mean, they're
I mean,
all
it's
talented.
one thing like the noisemakers, I guess, is what I'm referencing. When they're like
Yeah.
using the noisemakers, like that's
hmm
true. That's gospel. That's what happens at Lucha. That's what happens at Arena Mexico. At least
Yeah.
in my experience going there, like that's what happens. But the pinatas, yeah, spot on. Super fucking racist. Like
Yeah. But
that's racist.
they could have done without that. But who am I? I'm just a fan, just a black dude that like wrestling. That's all.
I was gonna
But
say you're just a black guy that likes wrestling.
yeah. So yeah. So I guess that's good. Worlds Collide. Going to be on Saturdays at the Royal Rumble weekend. And I'm trying to think what else could we talk about. I guess let's talk about the local stuff.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. So coming up this Friday is gonna be Freelance. It has a huge show. It's called I Want to Believe. It's like I feel like our reference to Area 51. but I could be
Uh-huh.
wrong. Don't quote me. Don't quote me on that. But holy shnikes, the talent that's signed. I mean, just when you open it up on Facebook, the two faces that you see first, Ethan
Mm-hmm.
Page hugging that belt like he doesn't want to give it up. That's the freelance world champion, Ethan Page, of course,
Yeah.
and Jordan Grace. Like that's the first two people you see. And then you go through the card and you're like, holy shit. Like this is insane. Like the Space Pirates, which is Shane Saber
Oh
and Space
man.
Monkey.
Yeah, Space Monkey's one of my favorites, man.
Dude, Shane Saber, Tom Bien, like he's fucking sick. Like they're the current freelance tag team champions.
Uh-huh.
Well, they're gonna face off against the Sea Stars, which is Delmi Exo and Ashley Vox for the
Mm-hmm.
tag team titles. We have Project Monix, Pat Monix versus Carlos Romo, who's making his debut in freelance. So excited. The Take It Home Wreckers, who I love and I hate and I love. Like I get to hang out with these jerks and talk to them all the time. And I can say jerks because they're fucking jerks. And they take
Mm-hmm.
total pride in that. And now originally it was Darren Corbin and Bucky and Mikey, the big Magugliac on campus, but Mikey tore something in his knee. So they like ended up recruiting Kenny Sutra somehow. They convinced, but Kenny Sutra got pissed off at them the last show. So I
Mm-hmm.
don't even know how that's gonna go. Like it's just gonna be weird. And the Take It Home wreckers, including Kenny Sutra, are facing Eric Cannon and two of his choosing. Like, what?
Yeah, that's crazy.
God, I don't know. It's going to be so good. And
That's
then, like, for the Freelance World Championship, we have Swaggle
mm-hmm.
versus Ethan
Legend.
Page, who is a defending. Yeah, well, both those legends, by the way. All three names in this, legends. But yeah, Swaggle, legend. Ethan Page, legend. Uh, Ricky Shane Page,
Mm-hmm.
legend. I mean, what the fuck? Like, what am I supposed to do? How am I supposed to talk to these dudes?
I don't know. You gotta, man. I don't know.
Oh God, my life is terrible in the best of ways. Can we talk about Joey Fleisch versus Isaiah Velasquez?
Yes, we can.
Jesus fuck. Can we talk about Jordan Grace versus Thunder Rosa? La
That's gonna
Mera
be a good
Mera?
match. That's gonna be a good match.
Dude, either one of those matches could potentially be the best match of the night.
Mm-hmm.
Also, I'm about to start dog sitting Isaiah's dog. Super excited.
Oh, that's gonna be dope.
Her
That's
name
super
is
dope.
Ginger, and she's a cute little wiener dog. Oh, she's so cute.
Oh,
No,
itty
Gemini,
bitty bitty
Gemini.
bitty.
She's a ginger Gemini.
Oh, okay, that's cool. I like gingers and I like Geminis. So
Works out well.
yeah.
All right. So can we also talk about how every show that Freelance has, they start out with a scramble, particularly a 6-person or an 8-person scramble. That's how they start out the show. That's how they introduce a lot of new talent. That's
Mm-hmm.
how they solidify the, current talent's awesome, that kind of thing, getting the audience familiar. Well, guess what is going to happen, Patrick?
Tell me.
Dude, I got to wear waterproof mascara.
What's gonna happen?
6-woman scramble.
Oh wow.
First
That
ever.
yeah, I'm about to say that's new.
Dude,
That's
I'm so
dope.
fucking stoked. I'm so fucking
That
stoked.
is dope. I need to make. You know what? I gotta make some calls, man. I need to make you. You gotta be the referee of that match. I'm telling you.
No, no, I got to be the fan. I got to
Yeah,
be the
yeah, that's
fan.
true. Yeah, you gotta enjoy it. Yeah, but yeah, that is super sick, man. Shout
Yeah.
out freelance for that. That is dope.
It's crazy too because the last show I was all, hey, what's up? Why are there no women's matches on the cards? And legit, I talked to Matt Nix about it. I straight up went to him and I was like, hey, we are really progressive. We're all inclusive. That's one of the reasons why I'm honored to work with freelance.
Yeah.
Like, what the fuck? why isn't there a single female match on the card? Not even a female on the show. And he goes, honestly, all the women that should have been booked were either injured or occupied. And
Yeah.
I was like, oh, so there were supposed to be matches with ladies in them, like intergender or female. And he's like, yeah, of course. Every single show I book, I make sure to include everyone I can. And I was like,
Hmm.
all right, cool. I respect that. So next Friday we have Jody Threat versus Elena Black versus Lainey Luck versus Misa Kate versus Kara Nwaya versus Blair Onyx. Like,
Sick.
so excited.
Yeah, and I think it's going to be very very good and very exciting for freelance, and I know the fans there are going to love that. So that's pretty dope. That is really
Yeah.
dope.
And I don't want to like throw my hat on anybody's hook, but I'm like, I don't know, man. I really want to see Jody Threat. Like, I love all these ladies. Obviously, I love the
Hmm.
fucking lit party unicorn, Lainey Luck. Love her for life. Like,
Hmm.
all of these ladies, so good. But I'm just like, damn, Jody Threat. Not enough people know about her. Like, Lainey has been earning her way through the indies, and like, I feel like people are starting to get to know her
Hmm.
and are enjoying the lit party unicorn. But I feel
Yeah,
like, man, if more people in America knew about Jody Threat, because she's from Canada and she's a fucking badass. I feel like you were at a show that she was on.
I
She's like
believe so.
she's like the skateboarder.
You know what? I did see her once.
Oh,
And that was
dude,
and
she's
that was
so
yeah, that was the only time I saw her. So this would be great for her, and
yeah, dude.
for more people to see her. So
Also great for you. You better be going or I'm gonna fuck you up.
when is
But
it?
it's next Friday,
It's
fucker.
next Friday. All
Oh, life
right,
is hard.
all
Life
right.
is hard.
All right. Look, Val.
I gotta
Look,
go watch some of the best wrestling in the world. So
look.
life is
I'm
hard.
I'm drunk. Look, I will try to. Let me see what I'm gonna do because
Are you gonna
I had to.
Are
I
you
just.
gonna balance the I Candy Elliott Freelance Legacy Championship Open
Hey,
Challenge?
look. I wish I could. If I was in shape, I would definitely. And then after I beat him for the title, I would buy him a King Cobra, and all would be well afterwards. But
He is like your favorite, so
yeah,
I get it.
yeah.
Like maybe
So
you could tag team with Alex Olson. Alex Olson is like the backyard king.
man, I can. Yeah, I think I can throw some of my old backyard wrestling moves I used to do about 15 years ago. Maybe I still remember a few of them. You never know. But yeah, I would love to come, man. It's just, oh my God. Like before we started recording, I bought my plane ticket. What else did I buy? I bought like a couple wrestling shirts because I've been wanting to support, a couple of my homies that do these shirts, of course, like Alexis Littlefoot and stuff like that. And my other homie,
Oh,
Joel to Sleep, who has a Versace slash The Rock shirt that is incredible that I just bought.
nice.
I'm gonna send you a picture of it after we
Yes,
get done
please.
recording. Um, so
Can we talk about Alexis Littlefoot and how badass she is?
yeah, sure, yeah, that's the homie.
Oh,
Yeah,
God, let me just say. Also, can I talk about 321 pins? Like
yeah.
I bought you and Shaggy and me like triple threat of awesome. I bought us a nation of
Oh yes,
domination.
I want those. Oh my God. The only
Yeah,
thing that sucks, I wish that pin had Ahmed Johnson when
I know.
when he was in the nation. Holy shit. That would have been
Don't
perfect.
act
But
like I didn't buy you one of his action figures as a birthday present, but I never gave it to you because I'm a dumb
what?
bitch.
Are you serious?
Whatever. There's some shit I got in my house for you. Maybe you should
What?
come to Chicago.
All right, I guess I gotta come get it. Yeah, that would be perfect. And then I gotta explain that to my girlfriend why I got a fucking black naked man in red tights on my display. So
And you'll
yeah,
be like, oops,
uh,
Ahmed.
that's
Ahmed
Ahmed Johnson.
Johnson. I
Yeah,
don't think you have to explain it. I think you just have to say Ahmed Johnson. And then show
yeah.
her that picture of him in the denim shorts.
Oh my God, I
And she'll be
forgot all
like,
about that.
baby, it's cool. I love you too.
That's crazy. Who knows? She might want me to wear those shorts. So I'm not gonna show her that. She's probably gonna
Yeah,
want to get
that's
that
fair.
outfit.
That's fair.
Yeah.
Can we talk for a second, just real quick, about something else? Not that
Yeah.
I want to talk about Ahmed Johnson and denim
Yeah, you said
shorts.
you wanted to talk about Alexis and the pins.
Yeah, 3 to 1 pins.
Yeah, yeah.
But in addition to that, can we talk about another human being who is infinitely awesome that
Yeah, sure.
recently got signed to NXT?
Yeah, sure. Who was that?
Indy Hartwell.
Oh, yeah, I did see that. Yeah, I saw that earlier this week. Congratulations
Dude,
to her.
she is so fucking young. She's like 22, not even 23. And she is a badass. So her whole
Mhm.
shtick is impressive Indy Hartwell. And Jesus fuck if that ain't true. Like
Mm.
the second I saw her at I want to say Shimmer was the first time I ever saw her. I was like, please
Uh-huh.
book her everywhere, Chicago. Please, please, please. Like, she is amazing. And
Yeah, that
she
is
just
dope.
got signed to NXT. So when you see her, she is like a tag team partner of Tessa Blanchard's.
Mm-hmm.
The two of them together are insane. Just
I'm gonna have to.
absolutely insane.
Yeah, I'm excited for her to be a part of the brand, which I think is now like the number. I want to kind of say it's the number. Hmm. I don't know if it's the number one or number two show to me, in my opinion, NXT. Um.
Yeah.
Yeah. So that's very dope for her. So
Yeah.
yeah. So we got her being signed, and I guess we can talk about this pay-per-view that happened tonight.
Oh shit. So we shouldn't talk about the crock pot I didn't order yet.
You know what? I we've had this discussion before, Val. I told you, you
Do you
really
like
don't
how I had to
that
text
thing.
you tonight? And I was like, should I buy the Street Profits shirt?
Yes, and I told you, I said, hey, I said, well, actually the shirt wasn't that bad. I like the shirt.
No, and it's red. I'm trying to buy non-black wrestling shirts because 95% of my wrestling wardrobe are black t-shirts.
Don't you
The
got a
one I'm
don't you got a blue
what
Charlotte Flair shirt?
girl buy. I was just gonna say right now I'm wearing a custom made courtesy of 1 hour slash pro wrestling tees. I made it like 4 years ago. Charlotte Flair versus the world as seen on WWE Backlash when Jinder Mahal won the championship. Like I've had it for so many years, and that was the biggest one it was profiled on. Like I'm
Oh
wearing it
man,
right now. It's a white
Val,
shirt with blue writing. Yes,
yes,
sir.
you love that shirt. I know you do.
I know I'm going to sleep in it because I love it. But I don't really have. I have all black wrestling shirts. Like
Yeah, you
nothing
do.
wrong with black. Come on.
Nothing, no, there's nothing wrong with black. Yeah, there's nothing wrong
No,
with that. No. So yeah,
I'm
you
trying
don't
to
need
branch
any.
out.
You don't need any WWE crock pots. You
Are
don't
you
need any
sure?
W. You
But it's
don't.
like championship crockpots.
Val, you
If
don't
I'm
need
gonna
it.
spend stupid money, I feel like I should spend. You know what? Seth Rollins spent money on 23andMe and found out he had siblings.
Yeah, that's
What if I buy
crazy.
this crock pot and I can find out how good of a slow cooker cook I am?
You know, if you could make like, I'm trying to think, what would be good in a slow cooker
I feel
that's
like
not
I need to
meat.
work on like vegan chilies.
Yeah,
I
vegan
feel like
chili might be dope.
Kimberly would have a good recipe. By the way, can we talk about Kimberly
Yeah,
for a
sure.
second?
Yeah.
Girl got engaged.
Congratulations. It's like everyone's getting engaged or knocked up or something. Like, yeah, that's congrats. Like, holy shit. There's nothing better than finding the love of your life and, experiencing life with them, I guess, I suppose, to all the people that like to get married and shit. So, yeah, that's like super duper dope. But then again, I'm just saying this shit because I'm drunk. So,
Right. I mean, duh, duh, duh.
I don't want to be all mushy and shit.
But
But
like Kimberly being engaged, that's super fucking cool.
yeah. That is super duper duper cool. And congratulations to Kimberly. So if you ever happen to listen to Schedule for One Fall, us here, we want to extend our immediate congratulations to you. So
But
yeah.
like you know that she's like been sober for a few months. So I
Right. Yeah.
apologize,
Yeah.
Kimber, that I'm proclaiming congrats to you when I'm less than sober. But she's engaged to Zachary Wentz, her boyfriend of a few years. Like he's,
Oh, the rascal
yeah,
guy.
yeah. Like
Yeah.
picture me waving from underneath my chin. Like, yeah, no, he's part of the Sick Boys. Like he is fucking awesome.
Yeah. He's
And
really good.
together they're so cool. And she's vegan, he's not. It's all good. That's how cool she is. People are like, oh, she's too into being vegan. First off, fuck you. Let her be her. You
Mm-hmm.
worry about you. Don't you feel guilty about who you are unless you feel like you should. And if you do, then you have another conversation to have with yourself. But like, let her be her and let her be him and let them be happy and in love. And congratulations, they're engaged. So cute, so
Yeah, that's
happy.
dope. Yeah, that's super dope.
She is so wonderful and she is such a phenomenal talent. Like, I know a lot of people were confused as to why she left NXT, but I think it turned out better for her, honestly. Because when she
Yeah.
was Abby Lathe, she just was not getting the work that she deserves.
Yeah.
And now she is sober, engaged, vegan, gorgeous. I mean, she's always been gorgeous, but she's such a fucking good wrestler. And I'm so proud of her and so impressed by her on the daily. So congrats to Kimberly. She's also a crony. So that's
That's
part of the
dope. Yeah.
reason why I'm like, yeah, girl, yeah.
Yeah.
Because
So
to
we're
have
always
like,
rooting for her.
hell yeah,
Automatically
yeah,
rooting for her. So
but
yeah.
yeah.
Um so yeah, we had a pay-per-view tonight. I almost forgot about it. If it wasn't for you
I know.
reminding me saying, "Hey, I'm
I
at the
was drinking
bar."
flamingos.
Yeah, I'm at the bar watching wrestling. I'm like, "What the fuck?" Like I forgot what I was even doing. I think I was watching a Wu-Tang show on Hulu. And
Oh, I heard it's good.
very, very, very good, very good. I
I
recommend anyone watch it if you were or are a fan of Wu Tang. But
Well, I am a fan of the Tiger Style, so I feel like I should probably watch it. And
yeah,
since the
it's a
Cubs
little.
are slightly
Oh,
garbage, although they swept this
no,
weekend and they got like 47 runs this weekend, go fuck
look,
yourself.
stop. They
No,
are
they did.
garbage. No,
They
no, no. I'm saying
got
they're garbage.
47 runs this weekend.
Look, you said they're slightly garbage. No, they are garbage. They
Look,
are
man, I
garbage.
just want to plan my October.
Yeah,
This is
look,
a nightmare.
yeah, I know.
Every
Yeah, like
year
you don't know.
is a
Yeah.
nightmare.
Yeah, like so the Cubs are trash. The Bears, they redeemed themselves just a little bit, but
No,
still
no, fuck
they're still
that. That
trash.
win wasn't a win. It was a loss. It was a loss, just not in the, it was a
Yeah,
win. It wasn't a victory. How about that?
yeah, they're still trash as well.
I'm
Um,
super excited. I get to babysit a dog for 2 months.
mm-hmm.
Can I just point that out? Okay, sorry.
Yes. All right,
Gemini,
so
can't wait. She's so cute. She's a little ginger dachshund. She's so
shit.
fucking cute. So
So
exciting.
all right, so we have Clash of Champions that happened tonight.
Oh yeah, yeah. Sorry.
I don't even know who was on the fucking
Charlotte's
show.
match was fucking bogus. It was 3 minutes and 45 seconds. Bailey won it by being
Oh,
a
I
dirty
saw that.
bitch.
Yeah, I saw
I was
that. Yeah.
fucking pissed because I was like, all right, cool. Bailey's a heel. I get it. But like, if you saw Charlotte, it looked like her nose was for real broken.
Yeah, it did look kind of
Like
yeah.
she was bleeding out of both nostrils, yet the blood wasn't streaming down her face. I was like, oh, that shit's broken. It's
But
so broken. Her nose was crooked. Bailey took the fucking turnbuckle pad off, slammed her face in it. Bullshit.
I will say this though,
Becky won.
they need to change Bailey's music. They just need to. She can't do that wacky inflatable tube
Inflatable
and
guy.
shit.
Yeah.
Yeah, if you're a heel like that, I did like her running away and not
That
sticking around for the
bitch.
replay.
That
So that
bitch.
was really cool. I heard that it was Drew Gulak versus what's his name?
Everyone.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah,
Uh,
he won the title. He
yeah.
retained.
So congratulations to him. AJ Styles was on the pre-show.
Yeah. Also, can we talk about that for a second? Why? Okay. Granted, it was amazing. The reveal that happened. But the entire day, I was like, why the fuck is Roman Reigns versus Eric Rowan on the main card that's called Clash of Champions, yet there's no title for grab, but AJ Styles versus Cedric Alexander is on the pre-show. Now, obviously, with what happened, I mean, you saw that match, right,
Yeah.
babe?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Yeah.
So, obviously, I get why they did that during the main show versus the
Pre-show. Yeah.
pre-show.
Yeah.
But, like, why the fuck is AJ Styles versus Cedric Alexander on a pre-show?
Well, see, the thing is with that, number one, we will never see Roman Reigns on a pre-show. The day we see Roman Reigns on a pre-show, I will buy. Let's see. I will buy a Frank the
A
Clown shirt.
WWE crockpot for me, and
Oh, well, I was gonna say I was gonna buy a shirt and eat it, but if that's the case, I'll buy a crock pot for you. If Roman
I said
and what else? What
a
else?
Frank the Clown t-shirt and wear it.
Oh my God. I don't know, man. That's like, I'm afraid I'll get beat up wearing that. But whatever you want, Val, I got you.
Did you see the aftermath of Foley versus
Yes, I did. Oh
Frank?
my God. And I loved how he was just on the ground begging and crying and pleading. So once again, I hate Frank the Clown. Hope he loses every match he ever has. And yeah.
The best
So
part was like Mick Foley was the coolest dude. I'm sure you're shocked to hear this, everyone. But Mick Foley, I was like, hey Mick, do you have a second to talk to me over here before you go out there? And he's like, oh, what's your name? I'm like, Val. He's like, of course, Val, let's go. And I was like, holy living fuck, WWE Hall of Famer, by the way. Where's your ear? But it's cool.
yeah, I saw the video and you were definitely trying to contain your fangirlism.
Well, that's
Um,
because you know me, but I had other people watch it and they're like, hey, that was a really good interview. I'm like, it didn't seem weird at all. And they were like, no, it just seemed like a good interview, just like the other ones that we've watched. And I was like, oh my God, I was ready to pee my pants if I was wearing a
hey,
skirt.
calm down. Some neckbeard is probably gonna listen to this and probably loop that, okay? So we don't want to give them any material, okay?
Okay.
Yeah,
Okay.
so yeah, so we had I assume AJ fucking won the match because I didn't
Yes.
see that. Okay,
Yeah.
so
And it was like Umberto Carrillo and I want to say Lindsay Dorado versus Drew Gulak for the cruiserweight.
mm-hmm.
Yeah. It was Lindsay Dorado. But so Gulak retained, which not surprised. AJ retained. By the way, also not surprised.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Let's see.
The opening match of the card really honestly pissed me off because it didn't need to happen, but I was thrilled at the outcome. Because I feel like
What was that match?
Braun, it
Oh,
was
Braun.
Braun
Oh, okay.
and Seth versus Rudolph.
I was gonna someone brought up on Twitter if Ziggler and Rude teamed up 10 years ago, their tag team would have been called Cheer Money instead of Beer Money. I thought that was a very funny tweet because, of course,
Yeah.
Dolph Ziggler was in the Spirit Squad, Cheer.
Spirit
And
Squad.
And then, Robert Roode or Bobby Roode or whatever fuck name he's going by now. But yeah,
Mustache Rude.
yeah. So, they won the titles, which I wasn't shocked by. Like I wasn't shocked by that. So yeah, that was a
Did
decent
you
match.
appreciate when I sent you the terrible message of because all right, first off, I got a perm. I don't know if you know this about me, but now I have wavy hair. And Dolph Ziggler had like stick straight hair tonight, even though he has like
Yeah, I don't know
crazy
what
spaghetti
the
monster.
yeah, I don't know what the hell is going on with
Right.
Ziggler.
But did you catch my message when I was like, Dolph Ziggler totally straightens his
Yeah,
hair
the
to
Spice
wanna
Girls.
be by the Spice Girls? Like
Yes.
zig zig you know
Oh,
he absolutely is like zig zig
I can kind of see Ziggler doing that. I can kind of see him doing
100%.
that. Yeah.
Like I'll tell you what you want, what you really, really want. Like,
It-
come on.
Yeah.
He's fucking straightening his hair. The way he has
Yes.
his ripped up tights. Oh, please. Perfect.
Yeah. So they won the titles, which is I think is good for both of them because
Awesome. I think it's so awesome.
yeah, I'm tired of Ziggler going on these like vacations, and then he goes and does his comedy thing for a couple months, and then next thing you know, he's some replacement in the Royal Rumble or something. Like, yeah, give him a title. He's getting up there in age. He's like in our age range right now, so
Right.
you know, and same thing with Bobby Roode as well. Good for him to actually have something to do. I'm trying to
But I
think. What
feel
was
like
it?
Patrick, like Seth and Braun are such a contrived bullshit tag team.
Yeah, that was a
It's
forced tag
it's
team. Yeah.
almost such a farce as Braun and Nicholas.
You know, if I was WWE and this was just me when I used to have my high thoughts because I've been completely sober from weed for
I know, I'm proud of you.
yeah, I
Doesn't mean
know.
we're sober. Just
Oh,
means you're
don't
sober from
worry.
weed.
So soon as October 15th comes, I'm back to smoking. So
Oh shit.
um
Okay.
so oh no, I'm not just I didn't just quit. No, I just wanted to when you do something so much you just kind of like, okay, let me
Yeah, you gotta
reset.
take a break.
Yeah, I just wanted to take a break, and then the next time I smoke, I want to smoke until my eyes are pink. But that's another story. That's another story.
SpongeBob SquarePants.
Yes. So yeah, what I was saying was I don't know why WWE hasn't done it yet, but Nicholas should 100% win the 24/7 title.
Okay, can we talk about for a split second tonight? I thought Alexa Bliss was gonna win it, and
Oh
I was
yeah,
like,
that would have
that's
been great.
fucking cool. And then she didn't, and then I was like, fuck you, WWE.
That would have been great if she would have won the 24/7 title and then just completely, just abandoned that match, and they would have just got counted out and disqualified, and she would have been a dual champion with Nikki Cross. But they ended up winning anyway, so um
Right, which I was kind of bummed
that was
out
kind of
about, and so were
yeah,
you. We were
yeah.
both pulling for Fire and Desire.
Yeah, Sonya Deville looked incredible today, tonight.
She's so
So
good.
yeah, that
Also,
was
can we talk about? And this might be a controversial thought, and I don't give a fuck, but I just felt like I'm so stoked that WWE lets her be who she is and doesn't like
hmm
force her into like hetero storylines. I
right.
don't like that they're trying to force her into the lesbian stereotype storyline between
Yeah,
her and
and
Mandy.
Mandy.
Like
Yeah,
it doesn't feel organic. It feels forced. They're best friends. By the
right.
way, you can be best friends with a woman if you're a lesbian, just like you can be best friends with a guy if you're a gay guy or a straight
Yeah,
guy or a bi guy. Like, none of that shit matters. You can be best friends with people. Like, I feel like you're my brother, even though we're not related. You know what I mean? Like,
yeah,
Vinnie Mac is my best friend, even though he's a dude. Like, get the fuck out of here. I don't like that they're trying to force that storyline on her. But
yeah.
I do like that she came out all in black, looking fucking badass and beautiful.
Incredible.
With absolutely, she looked incredible in the ring and just in her gear. Outside of being the badass athlete that she is, I was like, damn, girl. And then she had the rainbow flag out of her back pocket. But I kind of gotta wonder. That was the most blatantly out they've allowed her to be outside of the month of June.
Yeah.
I kind of gotta wonder, are they doing that because their direct competition has very openly gay, queer, trans, like that was my first thought is like a half gay woman, like as a bi woman. Like I was just like, that's so awesome that they're letting her be. Wait a minute, but that seems really forced that she just
Yeah.
has the rainbow hanky hanging out of her bum,
Right. Through
like
the
out of her
whole
back
match.
pocket.
Yeah. And
And then
I mean,
eventually it fell out.
yeah.
Because normally it's been super subtle in all of her ring gear, with the exception of the t-shirts that they sell with the
Right.
put your hair up and square up that are rainbow colors.
hmm
Like,
Um,
is it wrong? That was my first thought, was like, why are they forcing that?
I
You know
don't
what
I
I
don't
mean?
I don't think you're wrong about that. I do think that, they're really pushing it now. Just going back to a podcast heard with Darren Young when he was on Jericho's podcast quite some time ago, and he expressed how he was so upset how the WWE was really pushing for all the gay and lesbian stuff now,
Right. But they
Especially after the Finn
refused
Balor
it when
thing.
he brought it up.
Right, yeah, like especially like he said he like cried when he saw like Finn Balor um
Yeah.
doing
Balance
that.
love for everyone.
Yeah, and he's like, yeah, I totally
I cried
pitched that to
too. I mean,
yeah,
for different reasons,
yeah, he's
but
like, yeah, he was like, I totally pitched that to WWE, and they kind of was like, we'll get there. We're not there yet. We'll get to it, and it just never happened. And now you turn on the TV now, and you see people like Finn Balor, Sonya Deville with it blatantly, and you might be 100% right, especially with AEW having Nyla Rose over there and Sunny Kiss.
yeah.
Um,
But
yeah,
here's the
like it's
thing, like Sunny Kiss and Nyla aren't necessarily parading,
yeah, they're not. Yeah, they're just
you
them.
know what I mean? They're just
Yeah,
them.
yeah.
And like the other thing that kind of pissed me off for a minute, by the way, hashtag she's a real catch. Um, Ashley Vox
Mhm.
wears like rainbow flags hanging off of her while she wrestles, and you could see her this Friday at Logan Square Auditorium wrestling for the tag team titles for freelance. But Ashley Vox is very openly gay, and like it's no big deal. It's just who she is. It's part of who she is. And she wears that shit streaming off of her, and it's awesome. And I feel like, as a queer woman, I feel like really great every time I see her wrestle because she's super proud and she comes out and she's hooked on a feeling. Like that's her entrance music, you know? And she wears the pride flag as like a cape, or she has something like bandana tied or whatever. And I think it's super great that Sonya came out wearing that. And boy, she has so much responsibility, and I'm so proud of her.
Yeah,
Like, she's just being her, man. And whether they're manipulating it or not, it's still beautiful that she gets to be
that she
her.
gets to do it. Yeah,
Fuck
yeah.
yeah. Because, I
So,
mean, there was a time when women weren't even hardly allowed to wrestle, let alone a gay woman. Oh my God, stars forbid.
oh
Like,
man,
it's
yeah,
it's like when I think about Miss Rumble 2000, and I know I talk about that all the time,
yeah,
but I think about that compared to where we are 19 years later. It's not that long, but it feels like a lifetime ago. And I'm so happy that Sonia got to be her, but I also feel like it's kind of forced. Not that she's forcing it, because she's authentic and
yeah.
she's with her partner and she loves her girlfriend and everything's perfect. But, and her girlfriend is a mega babe as well, by the way. But, like, what? Like,
Yeah,
it's so surreal that because in the past she'd always had like subtle rainbow in her ring
and the
gear,
gear. Yeah,
right? Am I
right.
wrong
Yeah,
in
no, you're
thinking
not
that? That
wrong.
was one of the
No,
first things I noticed. I was like, she's in all black, like all black, except for her pride flag in her pocket.
I'm glad that she's able to do it, and I hope that
Fuck
she
yeah.
continue to do that as well. Because I feel like if you're really gonna do it and allow these wrestlers to actually do it, let them go all out with it. But don't try to uh we want it to be organic. We don't want it to feel like kind of like, we're kind of 50-50 with it tonight where it's kind of like, oh man, shit, she's doing it. That's great, but are they only letting her do it because of what's going on over there? And of course,
I
they're
real
direct
That's what I felt
competition.
like.
Yeah, so hopefully Fire and Desire do get the fucking belts cuz I thought they should have got them tonight, but who am
Dude,
I?
100%.
Yeah, and but that's that. Then we had another tag match with New Day and
Hmm.
Dash and Wilder. Now, of course, Dash and Wilder won the titles, but I'm gonna tell you something right now. That's Dash and Wilder, the revival. They got real heat when you're getting booed, and I don't want to sound racist. All right, North Carolina got some fucking hillbilly rednecks there
Hmm.
and Scott Dawson and he has the look, and he and Dash
By the way,
Wilder are getting booed.
for anybody that's listening, the way I figure out who is Dawson and who is
Hmm.
Dash,
Hmm.
Dash has more than a stash.
Yes,
Dash
yeah,
has more than a stash. Dash Wilder has a beard. Scott
yeah,
Dawson, less than a stash. Dash has more than a stash.
yes, and
That's all I remember.
they were getting booed. after they won, and
Yeah,
partially
dude.
it was yeah, it's like damn, North Carolina feels bad for two black guys. Holy shit, god
Right.
damn. Yeah, so that was pretty dope. I did like that they got mic time after the match as well because I think those
But
guys should cut a
they
lot of
were on the
promos.
mics for a while, though.
Yeah, that's new. So let's switch it up. If we're really gonna like switch shit up and not be predictable, which I think we'll talk about in our next show, probably later on this week. With the, I was kind of upset about it. Why wasn't the King of the Ring final tonight?
Oh,
Why
at
wasn't
least
it
King
tonight?
Booker made an
Yes,
appearance.
yes,
Which,
always.
by the
Oh,
way, that's I started shrieking when when Antonio Dawkins and fucking Montez Ford.
yeah,
When Dawkins and Ford were on there, I was just like, holy fuck, look at these outfits. And I straight
yes,
up messaged you. I was like, how do we get bleaked out solo cups?
yes. We got to make that happen. And shout out to Montez Ford for his
His
outfit.
eye expressions.
Yes, his eye expressions. He is very he's a character, and I think he's gonna. One of my buddies. It's been a running joke for like 5 years, and I have to apologize to him every time I see him tweet. But I remember him saying like 5 years ago, he's like, "There's a guy named Montez Ford, and he's going to headline WrestleMania one day." And I remember with him saying that, I was like, "I think you need to be tested for the wellness policy because that's never happening." But but I can definitely see him some way in the future being like a main event guy like by himself. But his outfit was inspired by Michael Jackson's
Yes.
1984 Grammys thing where he had the
Ba-da-ba,
blue.
ba-da-ba.
Yes.
You and
So so
I.
so shout out to them, and also shout out
What
to
about
I think it
us?
was Paul Heyman's call to make Street Profits come up. Well, they didn't come up. I think they're just there to kind of, put over talent, and then obviously they're talking about NXT.
I think
Um
they're the ambassadors of awesome, and they're going to bridge the gap between the and the
yeah.
educated smart.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I feel like they're going to be the ones that are going to be like, oh shit, watch us on NXT, even though people wouldn't give a fuck otherwise. Except for look at their blinged out solo cups. By the way, I didn't buy that shirt today, Patrick.
Thank you. I'm so glad that
I almost did.
you didn't.
It was,
Yeah.
it was only
Yeah,
$24.
like
It's not that
24 bucks.
much.
That ain't nothing. Like I would definitely spend 24
Montez
bucks.
Ford gets at least 12 cents from that. So
Yeah, I know. Yeah. We definitely need the support. So yeah, so we had that match, Dash and Dawson, they won. Then we had
Dash more than a stash and
Dash
Dawson.
Morton Stash. Then we had, of course, Kofi and Randy Orton. I was very surprised by this match because I thought that Randy Orton was actually going to win due to interference from the revival. And
I did not because
I
I
thought
was
it
like,
was.
there's no way that they're going to ditch out on Kofi because Kofi fought too hard. Also, let's be honest, they need diversity on SmackDown Live. They're going
Oh,
to
wait
keep
a
him.
minute. Look, that diversity shit is going right out the window
It might be.
as soon as Fox started because there's
Depends
a
though. That commercial is tight. Have you seen that commercial? I will
yes.
cry
Yeah, that's a
every time
great.
I see it.
I think that's probably one of the best commercials WWE has
There's a
put
cute
together.
little Asian girl that's stoked and chanting yes.
Yes, that was a really well put together ad.
Oh, it's
And
perfect.
if I was on the other side and I saw that, I'd be like, holy shit, you know. But
Right.
but yeah, I thought Kofi was gonna lose. I still think Kofi's gonna lose very soon. I think
And
at
Hell in a
Survivor
Cell,
Series.
sure. Yeah, Hell in a
Yeah,
Cell.
because
Or no, yeah, Survivor Series. Yeah.
yeah,
In Chicago, BT Dubs.
Brock is still lurking around. So I think he's going to end up on SmackDown as well because they do need a huge star, and I know they have or it was a elite like SmackDown commercial where they had like Rey Mysterio and a couple other people in it or whatever, but um
Charlotte.
yeah, Charlotte, of course, you know. surprised Kofi won, but he won, and Randy Orton did not win the title. And
The best part is Vinnie Mac and I were at the Rambler watching the
uh-huh.
pay-per-view after the Bears game. And some dude next to us was like, he's the third most entertaining Orton in the WWE. And he said it like 5 times. To the point where the bartender was like, oh, is he the third most entertaining Orton in the WWE? Like, this guy was losing his mind. He was also wearing an ECW shirt.
Oh my
But
God.
the third most entertaining Orton in the
I can
WWE.
I already know what he looks like. You already told me what type of you already told me what type of shirt he was wearing, so I
I
already
mean,
know.
don't get me wrong, he was super nice, but
Yeah.
yeah, Vince was like, "Do you want me to sit in between the two of you?" I was like, "Yes." And then I'm sitting next to Vince, and Vince is next to the guy, and there's a seat actually in between the two. And Vinnie Mac leans over to me and he goes, "You realize I sat in between you two, but you're still talking to that guy."
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah, well,
I can't
you're
help
very
it.
you're very nice,
I
So
don't want to be mean. I love wrestling, and I want all people that love wrestling to feel welcome.
yes, I
Anyway, so
yeah,
Clady
so
Orton lost.
yeah, he lost, and I'm just like, oh shit, like that's I was shocked, but
Yeah.
um, I'm trying to see, are we missing any match?
Oh yeah.
Well,
No,
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 of
no.
course
We're
the
missing
last one.
Major.
Yeah,
What
no, the
about
last.
Major?
Which one?
Becky versus Sasha?
Oh, oh yeah. You know what? I was pissed at the ending of that, so that's why
Oh,
yeah.
you blacked it out. Yeah.
Yeah, but I will say this though. It told a great story. The only thing I didn't like about that match was
Was when they went into the aisles and they started wrestling over the railing, and then you were like, "Oh my God, it's like Charlotte losing her belt in LA, like you were there, like
mhm,
I was." What?
yes.
And then Vinnie Mac goes, "Hey, hey, not every match is about Charlotte."
Yeah, it was, I think I did shout out to the person that said beat her ass when they were fighting
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
in the crowd, but I didn't like that ref bump, and
Yeah. The
I
rough
didn't like
bump
that.
was garbage. Although I did
Yeah.
like that they involved the chair in the final outcome, because the
Yeah.
chair is what, like, when Bailey turned heel, and Sasha hit, like, Becky getting smacked on the back with the chair, like, unprotected chair shot, whatever. Like, I
Hmm.
did like that they tied the chair into the final, but yeah, that ref bump at the end was like super bogus. Because,
Yeah.
hey, by the way, let me tap you on the shoulder, and then you're gonna fall over.
And then on top of that, okay, after that was even done, is Becky a heel now? Because she was getting booed out of the fucking arena at that, and Sasha's really like the heel, I guess apparently you would think, and Becky's the
But here's
man.
the thing. Here's the thing. First off, Kevin Owens tweeted, I guess Becky is fired, which is funny.
Yeah.
But people love to build their heroes up just
Mm,
so they could tear them down. So I
yeah.
think the fact that she's been on top for so long, and now she's the first woman to, be on the cover of the
WWE. Yeah,
right,
2K, which I pre-ordered.
2K20.
Yeah, which I
Fuck yeah,
pre-ordered,
you did.
unfortunately. And look, and the reason I just had this conversation with a buddy of mine because
You just
we
did it because you did it because you did it.
no, it's a specific reason. Like, listen. I know I'm drunk, but listen. So normally we buy this game every year because we're
Yeah.
neckbeards. We're neckbeards,
That's stupid.
and I normally buy the
Talk to my
$100 version.
38 t-shirts that are like sitting there needing to have the sleeves cut off. It's fine.
So
Like, I get it.
we buy this game every year, and I get the $90 version, which is the deluxe, because I feel like I need all the shit, whatever. This year they kind of changed up a lot of things, and I was like,
And it's
oh,
$110.
yeah, it was like 120,
Oh
but
shit. I
but
was underestimating their
but
scaliness.
but I was like, you know what? I'm just gonna get the $60 version this year. And then I went and I looked to see what we were getting like extra. And the only reason I'm spending the extra, what, 60 something bucks or 50 or whatever, I'm not good at math because I went to Chicago public school, is
Right.
because I will
Alcohol.
have, yes, alcohol as well. The people that get that version gets China in the game.
Oh my god, I might learn how to play video games.
Yes, so I bought this version so I can get like you get China, you get racist ass fucking Hulk Hogan, which I probably would never play with.
You
You
don't
get
have Redacted, do you? Redacted's not on there.
oh man, I would I would kind of no,
Ah,
nope, I'm not
no,
gonna
I don't
say it.
mean
Nope.
Ahmed Johnson. I mean the one that's not cool.
Oh no no. I don't think he would ever appear on any WWE game
New
anymore.
release, new release,
New
new
release,
release.
yeah. You get Rock and Sock Connection, so you get that
Oh,
version of
oh.
the Rock and Mankind, and you get the Fiend Bray Wyatt. So Bray Wyatt was already in the game, of course, because
I don't even
he's
give a
at
fuck about that. I just want China.
yeah. So China is like the big thing. So it's like I'm like all right, I'm just gonna keep it. But I forgot what I was
Wait, so
even
I gotta
saying.
buy it? I
Well,
gotta buy it. It's
you don't
China.
even have a console. You don't have a gaming system.
I don't think I do.
No, you don't. I've been to your house. You don't have one. You know,
I was
we
like,
gotta get you
I was
one.
like, I'm looking.
You
I
looking
swear to
around?
Ditka Patrick,
Yeah.
I just looked around my room and I saw a humidifier, and I was like,
You
"Is that
thought that
a
was a
gaming
gaming?
console?"
Oh my God. Next time I'm over there,
I
we
gotta
gotta
go to bed.
we got yeah. So all right, so let's get to this last one before you completely lose your mind.
I just
Okay.
looked at that humidifier like I was gonna get China out of it.
Oh my Lord. Yes, you definitely need some sleep. So
Oh my
we'll
god, yeah,
so
I definitely drank a lot of Malort. Thanks for bringing that up.
yes. So we'll talk about this last match and then we can just end it and, people can go about their day. So the last match was, of course, Braun Strowman against Seth Rollins.
The last
Um,
match.
now, all right,
It
this
was
is
so
my thing.
boring.
It was boring. I will
We
say that.
forgot to talk about Roman versus Rowan, which
Oh,
the only highlight was that.
Luke Harper. Yeah.
Hey, hey, wait, hang on.
Okay.
It's Sunday. You know what that means.
Yes, I do. It's the return to work day. And shout out
No,
to
it's
Dave
Luke
Meltzer.
fucking
Yeah, I
Harper.
know that. He returned to work. He returned.
Oh.
Yes.
I thought you meant because the Cubs played today. I was like, yeah,
No,
we
no,
did.
not them. Fuck them. Fucking garbage
Whoa,
ass
whoa,
team.
whoa, whoa.
All right,
Calm
I'm
down.
sorry. I'm sorry. But anywho, yeah, Luke Harper returned. Old ass
It's
fucking old,
Sunday. You know what
old
that
fart
means.
Dave Meltzer said that we would never see Luke Harper on TV again.
And he
Um,
was wearing an Amon Amarth shirt. Fuck yeah.
yeah. So shout out to Luke Harper. Glad that he's back. Hope that him and are they the Hammer brothers again?
The
We will have to wait
Bludgeon
and see.
Brothers.
Yeah, yeah, that's what they're called. Yeah, I thought they were called the
We're
Hammer.
the Hammered Brothers.
I don't know. Oh yeah, we're the Hammered brothers. Yeah, for sure. Yeah. So now I gotta buy one of those hammers and carry around.
God damn it. No, just buy a bottle of Malort. It's
Yeah, that's
fine.
right. That's what we'll do. We'll get hoods like how they used to come out, and we'll just carry bottles of Malort. Yes,
Be
yes, I'm
like,
with it.
hey, we're the Bludgeon Brothers. We're gonna bludgeon your fucking livers
Yes,
and also your taste
with Malort.
buds.
Yes, with
Fine.
fucking sauerkraut Malort and fucking whatever
Don't
else.
fear the Reaper, man. Don't fear
Yeah.
the. Oh yeah. Also, speaking of, can we talk about Shinsuke Nakamura as a
Oh
sexy
yeah, I forgot all
vampire?
about that. Yeah. Shout out
First
to
off,
Nakamura.
Sami
Yeah.
Zayn, when are we getting married? I need your health insurance and also your awesomeness.
Yeah, I'm about to say
Second
yeah.
off, like Shinsuke straight up walked out like a goddamn vampire.
Good for him because I think Nakamura was getting like shuffled at first. I thought he was just getting shuffled to the back. I can name so many people that's been shuffled to the back, like Rusev, the fucking I don't know if they're injured or not. They just haven't been around. I haven't seen the Usos. I haven't seen Naomi. I haven't seen the fucking Colognes, of course, in a long time. I don't even know if they even still work there or whatever. So yeah, so it's good to see Nakamura get the win, and he is still the Intercontinental Champion. I thought they was going to give it to the Miz out of spite of Jericho because Jericho is the 9-time Intercontinental Champion and currently holds the record. And the
Mm-hmm.
Miz is he would have if he would have won, he would have been tied at 9. So I thought they were going to do that, but I'm glad they kept it on Nakamura, and that's dope for him.
Can I
So
just say though, props to Ariel Italic. If you guys don't know who the nobodies are, it's because you're fucking clueless. Nobody's watching wrestling. It's three gorgeous drag queens going through all the shit that Patrick and I and Shaggy talk about all the time, but like legitimately critiquing their
mm,
ring gear, their entrances, everything, their flippy doos. And Ariel Italic said Nakamura is dressed like Freddie Mercury doing magic at a 7-year-old's birthday party.
hey, that fucking outfit was crazy. I think I might just have to get that for myself for my own personal collection.
Shit. I did feel honored though. She liked when I was like, I thought that he might be going for sexy vampire because 'tis the season. Yet I love this take on his look. Also, Sami Zayn forever, and she liked it, and I squeed very loudly, and then I did a flambango at the bar.
Yes, yes, you did, and you beat all those guys.
I did.
So, so yeah, so last match, Seth Rollins,
Oh yeah, I
Braun.
forgot because it was boring.
It was very boring, but I have to say this, okay?
Braun bled from his eye.
Yes. Now, I know neckbeards, y'all been talking all this shit for so fucking long, and I'm so sick and tired of it. Same people that I see on Facebook and Reddit and Square Circle, those who said Braun is buried and he's booked to lose and stuff. Mind you, let me tell you, okay, he took a curve stomp, right? And he kicked out at
Three.
one.
Took three.
Yes.
Took
He
three.
took another one and kicked out at two. Took a third one, kicked out at two, then a pedigree, and then the fourth curb stomp is what put him away.
Oh, so it
Now,
was four. Okay. All right.
yeah, so four curb stomps and a pedigree. You can't tell me that didn't make Braun look like he was like a fucking monster that. So please, neckbeards, stop typing. Stop. Just sit back, watch, sit and wait and see what's gonna happen. I know.
Or don't even sit back. Just go outside and find the sun. It's
Yeah,
great.
go outside and get some coochie. Go outside and
Here
yeah,
comes the sun.
or get whatever you like.
Neckbeards.
Yes, or go to a barbershop and shave your beard or something. You
Go to
know.
Disneyland. By the way, can I bitch about the bitch that was in front row? I shouldn't say that. The
Oh,
woman that was in the front row wearing the Minnie Mouse mouse ears.
I knew that pissed you off. I saw that
That
and
pissed me off hardcore.
I'm
Hardcore.
like, yeah,
Like I'm like a psycho Disney person, 100%, million percent,
yes, you
thousand,
are.
11
I mean,
billion
you
percent.
do have a Mickey Mouse tattoo,
I
and
do.
and you have been to Disney World and Land. I would say over probably about 10 times this year.
Girl, bye. You can't even add. I'm going back in 2 more weeks. I'm actually going back a week from tomorrow. Go fuck yourself. But
That is amazing.
I know I was just in Disneyland on Tuesday. Everything's fine.
And
Everything's fine.
might I add, and I think I said this on the last show too, watching your IG when you're on Instagram is like watching a movie. I gotta sit down for 2 hours and watch all of your shit
Because
because I feel
Kylo
like I'm
Ren
there.
follows me around and fucks with me. But
Yes.
anyway, why
So
are you wearing mouse ears in the front row? The USA mouse ears, like the
well,
Minnie Mouse headband.
they're in North Carolina though, so
I don't give a fuck. Like, I'm offended. I'm offended as a lady mark that another female was like, everybody pay attention to me. I'm wasted on camera. Like, I'm wasted right now, and that's fine. But this is our show. I'm allowed to be. Why are you sitting front row wearing Minnie Mouse skate ears? Like, not cool. The show is not about you. It's about the people in the ring. Like, if you're gonna react and emote and have fun, and that's cool. But like, why are you wearing stuff just to be seen? Like, get the fuck out of here. As a
I,
Mouseketeer fan, it like pisses me off.
and as a wrestling fan, I apologize to the guy that was sitting next to her. I thought that was James Ellsworth. I was like,
You did. You were
I'm
like, it's
like,
fucking James. I was like, no, dude, that's the same guy that goes to every show. He's
yeah,
wearing the
like,
neon green shirt with the tan hat. You just saw the chin beard.
yeah, I saw the chin beard because
And it,
I thought James Ellsworth was the only person on the fucking planet that had that.
well, and Mark Pryor.
Yeah, that too. Yeah, Cubs legend, by the way. And I'm kind of pissed because I always wanted a jersey of him, but I never got it because his name is spelled different than mine. Mine's is with a Y, his is with an I. And
Yeah.
it was my favorite number too. My favorite number is 22.
22?
Yes, that's my favorite number. So yeah, so shout out to Mark Pryor, one of the I think the greatest Cub pitchers
Flops.
ever. I liked him. He did good. Yeah, I guess you're right. Yeah, he
Yeah.
wasn't no fucking Kerry Wood. So,
No, but it's crazy because I have a t-shirt that I bought from one of the street vendors,
hmm
that was like Mark Pryor, Kerry Wood, fire and ice because, like together they were like unstoppable.
yeah, yeah. And then after a while, like we just didn't hear from fucking Mark Pryor anymore. And then Kerry Wood went to Cleveland, and
But then he
yeah,
came back and he
he
was a
came back.
closer and he came out to Welcome to the Jungle. So every time Axl Rose goes, what? I'm like, Kerry Wood was thinking that he was saying, what? This
See that
100%.
see that is a white person thing, but
Girl, bye. I work every fucking game at Wrigley Field for the
yes,
last
that is
15
true.
years.
Yes.
Also, RIP Gary Presley's career. Our organ player has announced his retirement. He's done after this season. I
Oh
cried last night.
wow.
Yeah, I cried at Nisei. I had to like stop who I was talking to. I was there after Vinnie Mac and I went to go see a comedy show, and I like saw an update, and I like legit started getting teary eyed. I was like, oh,
Damn, that is that sucks. But congratulations on retirement though. Like, yeah,
yeah.
like shit. Um, but yeah, so Clash of Champions happened. Oh, Bray Wyatt showed up and took out the fucking Seth Rollins, which I think
Not
is
a
gonna be
surprise.
yeah, not surprised.
Also, the
I
show ended
do
at 9:24.
yeah, that was a surprise because I was damn near. I'm like, man, shit, is this match gonna go on for like a fucking hour or so? Like, I
Yeah,
hope
right.
not. We don't. This is not Walter versus Tyler Bate. So,
Oh my
so
god, I could
yeah,
watch it for five
yeah.
days.
Just imagine we had a Seth Rollins versus Braun match and it went like 50 minutes. I, I don't
I
know
would
what
straight
I
up
was.
be like, Patrick, are you mad at me?
Yeah, this is crazy. Yeah, so yeah, Bray Wyatt showed up and sets up a perfect feud between
Well,
those
the
two.
Fiend showed up,
Yeah, the
not Bray
Fiend,
Wyatt.
not Bray.
The
Yeah,
Fiend.
so the Fiend showed up and gave him a Sister Abigail and a Mandible Claw, and I do like that now WWE is taking a page out of NXT book with the post credit uh things happening. Because no, that was such an NXT thing because they put the copyright WWE,
Uh huh.
all that stuff.
And then it all went black.
Yeah, like
We
so
were
that's
like,
pretty
okay,
dope.
cool. Sasha Banks Chronicle.
Yeah. Oh yeah. That's right. Yeah.
Even though it said Seth Rollins Chronicle, but it was Sasha Banks.
Yeah, I mean, either way, I gotta watch it. I saw like 10 minutes of it,
No,
and
straight up, it was her graphic, but it said, I swear, it said Seth Rollins Chronicle.
hey, you never know. Maybe Seth Rollins is he got blue hair in his spare time or something. I
I mean,
don't know.
that's fair. He does like the beers. I saw him
Yeah,
last week at the game.
yeah. So, all right. Well, I guess we'll wrap this up and stuff like that.
This is what happens when we get drunk.
Yes, I am Patrick. That is Val, and
Yep.
this is the end of the fucking show. So, bye.